Good evening, and I welcome you students for the important question answer sessions continuing for different type of sample papers for the CBSE. And this time we have with us 3 marks question students. We have discussed 1 mark, 2 mark, and we will be discussing many more for the coming days as every chapter has to be revised to students. Our purpose of solving papers is revision of the course, as I believe no student will be able to answer the questions without revision. Coursework is very large. Questions are coming 1 marks, 2 marks, 3, 5 like this. And you have to give very specific answers. Very short answers are there. And paragraphs, reasoning, assertive, different type of questions are there. The main purpose is to do practice of the various questions at the same time. Give you different variations possible in the questions, and how to answer the questions in the paper is also important. What you have to write, student, you just can't write whatever you want. That is, a question is very specific and needs very, with great clarity, the answer should be given as short as possible. Now we have students on the screen here. Draw the structure of H3PO2. Let me tell you, student, when we discussed what I was discussing, oxo acids. Did we discuss oxo acids, students, in our lectures?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oxo acids. What are oxo acids, student? What are oxo acids? What are oxo acids? That they have
Oxygen.
double bond oxygen.
Double bond oxygen.
Double bond oxygen, and they also have ionizable H plus. So what is important, that element is having a double bond with oxygen, oxo, and oxo acids, and we have said ionizable. There is a ionizable H plus. And phosphorus, we have told you, in phosphorus and sulfur, very important questions are coming in phosphorus and sulfur every year, and also in the, this is inorganic chemistry, student. Inorganic chemistry, you know, has very large number of marks, P block elements. You have nitrogen family, which is group 15 students, then you have 16, 17, 18, and you will get structures of some noble gas fluorides or also oxyfluoride. Every year we are getting questions. If we have to draw the structure of this, how do we go for it, student? What is the catch? How will we attempt, whether it is H3PO2, H3PO3, H3PO4, anything can be there. Anything can be there, students. So we should be prepared for any type of answer, students. So this is H3PO2, student, and sometimes even they may not give the formula, they may give you the name. Can you tell me what is the name of H3PO2? What is H3PO2, students? So many questions could be there on this. What is this called?
H3PO2 is called hypophosphorus acid.
Hypophosphorus acid. What is the oxidation number of phosphorus here, students?
In H3PO4 it will be 3. Plus 1.
Plus 3 minus 4 plus 1. Lower oxidation number, that is why hypo is used. Hypo means what?
Lower oxidation.
Lower oxidation state of phosphorus is there. Any other name of this?
Phosphonic acid.
That is important, students. Because the question is only the structure. Here we are talking of so many things. What is the hybridization of the phosphorus, students? Hybridization of the phosphorus. Phosphorus. What is the electronic configuration of phosphorus, student? 15. So how will you write the electronic configuration of the phosphorus? This is in which period? Third
It is sp3 here.
Third period.
Third period.
3s2 3p3. So what will happen? How much you have? 3s 3p 3p. How many bonds it has to form? How many bonds it has to form? Phosphorus.
If 4 bonds it has to form.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many bonds it is forming?
It will form 4 bonds.
4 bonds. Can it form 4 bonds like this?
It will form one OH.
So what we do? 2, 3. If I excite these electrons, what will happen? What will happen? Then it can form 4 bonds. Can it? Interesting, student, because this needs some explanations. What will happen, students? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see what happens, students. If it forms, how many atoms are coming? You have oxygen and one, you can see that one OH, how many OH bonds are there? H3PO2, there can be only 2 OH bonds. Okay. H3PO2. But if we make 2 OH bond, then where is the PO bond? So what will happen then? What we can have, student?
One pH we can form.
Then 1 P double bond O bond.
And 1 pH.
How many pH? 3.
2 pH will be there.
2 pH will be there. So that is the story. Therefore, what I can say, students, if you have double bond, this goes with oxygen, this goes with OH, and this goes with hydrogen. This goes with 5 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phosphorus, 5 electrons in the outermost shell. Therefore, we can say that, students, what will happen here also? I'm showing so many ways. If I do sp3, then there is 1 electron which is left in the 3D. This will form what? Multiple bond with the oxygen. D pi p pi bond with the oxygen. Pi bond. You already know that. This is just a explanation beyond the question. The question is, we already know. Now what we wanted to prove here, because the question, variety of the questions which can be there. See, oxidation number, hybridization. So basically, we have many ways of finding hybridization, students. Here you can see that 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how many electrons are coming, students? The bond pairs here are 4. Bond pair is 0. This is sp3 hybridization, but oxygen forms a double bond. That is why t pi bond is being formed. So how do we draw the structures of such compounds? We always say, what is it? sp3 is like, see the tetrahedral. So what I do then, put 1 oxygen, students, and there is 1 oxygen left now, then 1 OH bond is there, then 2 hydrogens. That is the structure of H3PO2. Am I right? ठीक है. Phosphorus is sp3 tetrahedral. What do we say? Phosphorus is tetrahedral. Students, you can draw the structures of H3PO4, H3PO3. They are all important, students, all important. They can ask you in the paper structures of one of these is coming in the paper always. H3PO3, H3PO4, H3PO2, all these students. So something very interesting. Now what it means, student, when pH bonds are present, what it means? What it shows? When pH bonds are present, student, what is important? That question has been asked in the paper. From one question, I am giving you 10 more questions. Those which have been asked in the previous paper, students. It is a very good reducing agent, students. Phosphonic acid. Phosphonic acid, it is a good reducing agent. Why? Why is it used as a good reducing agent, students? This pH bond can easily break, and then it can give H to do the reduction. Is it clear?
Okay.
The structure is easy to draw, but that question 1 mark I have to show. This is only extra things which we have done to prove our case, student. How do we answer questions? How do we find hybridization? How do we find oxidation number? How do we find that what type of properties it will show, students? But any structures can be easily drawn in the paper. He can ask you H3PO3, H3PO4, H3PO2, etc. And this has 2 pH bonds, student. Therefore, it will be a good reducing. That is used as a reducing agent. Okay, then next we are coming. Student, structures are very important and questions are likely to be asked on this, student. Draw the structural formula of the following now. BF3. How will we draw the structural formula of the BF3, student? B. What is the atomic number of boron? 5.
5.
So what do you have? 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Then what will happen, students? 2s and 2p. How many bonds you are going to form? 3. So this has to be excited state, student. It cannot form otherwise. This is our excited boron, student. Then what is the hybridization? Boron has 3 electrons, students. And how many fluorines are coming? 1, 2, 3. Fluorine, students. So how many bond pairs are there? 3.
3 bond pairs.
Lone pair is 0. Total is 3. What is that? sp2.
sp2.
So what will be the shape of the students? How do you draw that?
Sure.
Trigonal planar.
sp2 is trigonal planar.
This is the answer in the paper, students. You will get 1 mark. Important structures, important, but if also we learn it, we can draw structure of any compound. That is my. There are so many ways of answering a question. It is up to us what method we use. This work is not to be shown in the paper because it's only 1 mark. Therefore, whatever is asked, we are showing. Hybridization, if asked, we can give that. Peroxo disulfate ion, student. Peroxo disulfate ion. Peroxo disulfate. Now, when I talk of sulfur, also again I said there will be questions on sulfur, students. Structure of sulfur have been asked so many times. So many questions have been put up in that. Sulfur, H2SO3, H2SO4, student. How to draw the structures of H2SO4, H2SO3, all that. Now you have 1 minute for this. Peroxo means what? Peroxo means what? What group is there? Peroxo. Peroxodisulfate ion, he's saying. What type of linkage is there? Peroxo. So if you have something, there are two sulfur, student sulfur, and each sulfur, you know what happens to each sulfur student. Once I put like this, I am clear. What is the hybridization of sulfur here? What is the hybridization of sulfur in this case? Any of these students?
sp3.
Each sulfur is sp3 hybridized students. Then what you will get are this. What type of bonds you will keep, and there are oxygens. Then what happens? One of the double bond has to be there. Rest you are putting oxygens, oxygen. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
3, 6 and 2, 8 students. How many are these? How many oxygens?
9.
9 cannot be there. Something is wrong. 8 should be 8 students. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That is. Then what will happen? We can draw the structures of these students. Okay. So
Okay.
something may be wrong with this question, but this is, we have to show the charges also, whatever charges are there, because there should be OH, there should be OH bonds here, students. What we can have, student, is 2, 4. There should be this double bond, and there should be 2 minus. Because these oxygens will carry negative charge, students. Therefore, students, we can draw the structures of H2SO3, H2SO4, or oxo acids of sulfur. Very important. Questions will be there on oxo acids of phosphorus and oxo acids of sulfur. Important question for the paper. Next question is on the screen, student. XeF4. What will be the structure of XeF4?
XeF4 will be
Important because the transition element of the noble gas elements in one forms fluorides.
square planar. Will be square planar.
What
4
is
bond pairs and 2 lone
known?
pairs.
How many electrons? 8.
8.
4 fluorine will contribute how many? 4. 12.
4.
12 means what? Basic. What is the basic shape of 12 electron pairs? Means how many?
sp3d2.
There are 4
bond pairs and 2 lone pairs.
4 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. So then where the lone pairs will go? These are the 2 lone pairs, one above and the below. So the structure will be, this will become what it will look like, square planar. Square planar. You have lone pair of electrons on the top and at the lower of the octahedral. It's the shape of a square planar. Lone pairs are not visible in the shape, student. So what we have, students, basically structures are important and such a question are likely to be asked, that how will we represent the structures of compounds. Coming to the next question, students, give a chemical test to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary elements. Already this question has been
Hinsberg
answered.
test. Yes, sir.
Primary, secondary and tertiary, what test we are doing, student?
Hinsberg test.
Hinsberg test. So how will we write, student? Here reactions have to be shown. Reactions have to be shown. What is the name of this compound?
Benzene sulfon. This is benzene sulfonyl chloride.
Benzene sulfonyl chloride. 1 degree. What will be the product, students? You will get S double bond O, S double bond O. This HCl is gone. NH, CH3. And what will happen, student? This will be soluble in
Alkali.
NaOH. This is a turbidity which will be soluble, what they call N-methyl sulfonamide and methyl
And
sulfonamide,
methyl sulfonamide.
and they will dissolve in NaOH because there is acidic hydrogen, student. So this will leave and you will get S double bond O, S double bond O, N methyl, H is gone. And what you get, students? Na plus. This is soluble in alkali. So you get it turbidity and sulfonamide. They are solids and soluble. And what will happen in the case of 2 degree?
2 degree will be.
You
S
must give the
degree.
equations in the paper because it is a 3 marks question. Then what I will do?
Okay.
If it is 1 mark question, then there is no problem. But
Yes. Yes. No hydrogen will be there. S double bond double NCH3
and dimethyl sulfonamides
which will be not soluble in alkali.
insoluble in NaOH. Question was asked why it is insoluble in alkali. That question was asked.
Due to the absence of the acidic hydrogen attached to nitrogen.
This is 2 degree amine and 3 degree amine does not react. React with benzene sulfonyl chloride. This has been asked so many times in different papers. Oh, that means it's quite important. That means this is quite important question. Some questions become very important because they are being repeatedly asked in the paper. Write structures of different isomers corresponding to a molecular formula C3H10. Write IUPAC name of the isomer which will liberate nitrogen gas on treatment with nitrous acid. What is this? C3HN. If I write C3H7NH2, NH2. What type of amines will be this? How many amines I can write? CH3, CH2, CH2, NH2.
4 types of amines.
1, 2, 3 carbons. 7 NH2. Okay. And NH, CH3, CH3, CH2. Then you can have N. CH3, CH3, CH3. Is that not possible? How many hydrogens?
Yes, sir. Total 4 can be there.
9 C3. Okay. How can, what is the another one?
Propane 2 amine can also be there.
Propane 2 amine. That will be the same thing as this. What will be the propane 2 amine? 2, 3. CH3 and CH. How many are these? 6,
4.
7 to 9. Which will liberate nitrogen gas on treatment with nitrous acid.
Propane 1 amine and propane 2 amine will liberate nitrogen gas.
When you react with,
Nitrous acid, HNO2.
what are the products?
Alcohol.
CH3, CH2, CH2OH, and N2.
N2 and HCl.
What do you get? C3, CH2, CH2H. So we can write the IUPAC name of this. What is the story about this question? Okay?
Yes, sir.
N2 plus H2. All right, not anything. Now, one of the numerical is expected from solid state. We already know, students. Silver crystallizes in FCC, Ag. FCC, that means Z, the number of atoms per unit cell. How many?
4.
4. Edge length is given straight away. Edge length is given 0.77 minus 8
centimeter.
Density, no problem of the units here.
Yes, sir.
Calculate the atomic mass of the silver. This is easy because we already know the atomic mass of silver. So what is the formula then? D is equal to
Zm upon A cube into Na.
A cube into Na. Then what is Na?
6.022 into 10 raised to power 20.
Okay? 10 power 23. So what answer we are getting, students? M value D into A cube into Na divided by Z. What is the density?
It will come out to be
10.5 gram centimeter inverse. This is our A cube. What is A cube? 4.077. 10 minus 8 centimeter cube. And you have 6.022 to 10 power 23 mole inverse. And you have 4. Okay. So what we are getting? Already know the atomic mass of silver, something like 107 point something. Huh? So the value should come something like that. Sometimes they can give easy questions, students, because then you are lucky because you already know the answer and you are trying to calculate it. Answer is known. We are trying to calculate, student.
It will come out to be 107.14.
Okay. Define having an aldehyde group. Glucose does not give 2,4-DNP test. What answer we are giving?
Glucose does not give 2,4-DNP test because it does not have a free aldehyde group.
Not free. It forms cyclic
Ring structure.
alpha and beta, alpha D and beta D glucopyranose. Draw the Haber structure, student. Now we have shown you how to draw the Haber structures, and with some practice we should be, you know, how we will draw the rings. Students, Haber. This is our Haber structure, student. And then if I label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our CH2OH 6 carbon, students. Then what we did, OH on the OH, then you have OH, and the rest are hydrogens. So you can draw the open chain structure, and from that we can draw this alpha and our beta OH will be reversed on the top. What is the significance of D? D tells what about in the glucose? Why did we give D and L compared with what?
D and L is shows the relative configuration of a stereoisomer of a compound with respect to configuration of some other compound.
Now which OH group we compare? Which OH group was compared, student, for D?
It was OH at the
lowest symmetric carbon. That was what? Which number carbon?
2.
2?
No. 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. Fifth.
At the carbon 5
Fifth
of glucose. Okay? When OH is at the right, that is called D. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This is relative to D glyceraldehyde configuration. That shows the configuration at carbon number 5 for the glucose, C5 carbon. And what is the meaning of plus? Plus means dextro. That means it will rotate the plane polarized light clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. It will rotate the plane polarized light clockwise direction. So we can answer the question like this, D and L also, students. How are the following conversions can be carried out, student? 2 bromopropane to 1 bromopropane. 2 bromopropane, 1, 2, 3. What do you want to prepare?
1 bromopropane.
What will you do, students?
First, we can add alcoholic KOH.
Elimination.
to form
Dehydrohalogenation.
yes, a dehydrohalogenation.
What is the product, students?
It will form propene
And then what addition?
and then HBr in presence of peroxide,
What is that addition?
anti-Markovnikov.
Anti-Markovnikov addition. Chloroethane to butane, students. Chloroethane.
It can be by Wood's reaction.
What we use here?
Na in presence of dry ether.
What is the product, students?
Butane.
Benzene. You want to convert into diphenyl.
First, we can react benzene with Cl2 in presence of anhydrous AlCl3. So it will form chlorobenzene. And then Fittig reaction.
What are the reagents used in Fittig reagent?
Na and dry ether.
So here are 3-mark questions, students. We have to write the complete reactions. That cases, complete reactions have to be given in the exam.
Okay.
No, nothing else. Give reasons for the following observations, students. Copper plus is not stable in aqueous solution, students. What happens? Copper plus undergoes disproportionation, students. ठीक है? The stability of copper 2 plus aqueous is more than copper plus aqueous due to, what is the reason? Due to higher
Higher
delta hydration
delta H hydration
of copper 2 plus. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Which compensates
For the second ionization enthalpy of copper.
enthalpy of copper plus. Chalo. Next question, student. See, the inorganic chemistry is, a lot of students are saying, sir, inorganic chemistry is finding difficulties. And I say that you must be able to explain everything. And there are basic concepts involved in this. On the basis of basic concepts, we can explain, and then there is no problem. And then it becomes the most scoring student. Every question can be answered in 1 or 2 lines. That's all. So you can get full marks if you understand. If you don't understand, then 0 marks. What you will write in. Next question. Mn2 shows maximum paramagnetic character among bivalent first series. Mn2 plus, what is the electron configuration? Manganese, what is the atomic number of manganese, students? 25.
25.
So what we say, 4s2,
It will be 3d5.
and what is Mn2 plus?
3d5.
So then what happens? 3d5. Therefore,
All are
student,
unpaired electrons.
so it has maximum unpaired electrons n equal to 5. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. Scandium 21 salts are white in color. This question was given many times, students.
Scandium is 21. So,
Scandium shows +3 oxidation state. 3d0.
and hence no electrons in the order.
3d transition.
No.
Therefore, colorless. Colorless is considered as white. So, describe the reactions involved in the preparation of, how many marks are gone? 1, 1, 1 and 2 marks. Total 5 marks. Question getting 5 marks, students. Preparation of potassium dichromate from chromite ore is very important. I already told you, we have discussed in detail, students. There are two things, potassium permanganate and potassium dichromate. They are prepared, students, from their chromite ores. And which chromite ore you are using, students? What is the ore which we use, students?
Chromite ore.
Chromite ore,
FeCr2O4.
which sometimes we write FeOCr2O3, students. Cr2O3. This will dissociate to give Fe2O3 in oxygen and Cr2O3. So that is the ore, student. And what is it? The process is fusion, is fused with sodium or potassium carbonate. Fused means they are mixed and heated, fused with sodium or potassium carbonate. The equations are given in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of oxygen. And what you will get, student, then reactions should be given here now. So this is one where we have to learn as well as remember, student, because sometimes you may have such questions in the paper, students. What do you get? Na2CrO4 and iron Fe will be readily oxidized to Fe2O3. That's what I was trying to say. And 8CO2. Balancing then has to be done, students. And you have sodium carbonate, you have oxygen, students, and Na2. You get, what is the color of this? Colors are important in that chapter. I have discussed, student. Yellow.
Yellow color.
Chromate ion. So Na2CrO4 is yellow. What you want is Na2Cr2O7. Then we can replace that with potassium.
KCl.
So what do we do? Add acid. Filtered and acidified with H2SO4. What is the result of that? Na2CrO4. Acidify. And the result of this is Na2 student, Cr2O7. So you have 2H plus, and if I take 2, then you will also get 2Na plus H2O. After you get this, this can be easily replaced by KCl. Instead of this, you want react with KCl. Again, you will get a double decomposition reaction, student, NaCl. So orange crystals. Color is important in this. Questions are asked on the basis of colors. You will get orange crystals of potassium dichromate. You already have seen that in the chemistry lab. Color is important because there is a reaction with acid also chromate to dichromate ion. And the structures of chromate dichromates have been asked in the paper, students, and their reaction in the presence of H, what happens? So reversible reactions, color change is important. The two different type of colors which are formed. Further questions are coming on the basis of lanthanide contraction. Explain the following. What is the series of lanthanide series which we told you? Where it begins, lanthanide series? Where did it went? Lanthanum to?
Lanthanum to lutetium.
What are the after lanthanum?
Cerium.
What is the atomic number?
Lanthanum is 57.
This was?
Cerium is 58.
What is the atomic number?
Of lutetium, it is 71.
So what is happening as you move this side?
The size goes on decreasing.
Then what will happen? When the size is decreasing, then you are having oxides. That will be the result of that. Nature of bonding is this. Bonding means what? What is the result of the covalent character? Covalent character. Covalent character will increase or decrease. Size decreases, students. La3 plus ions. These are Ln3 plus ion, I'm saying, lanthanide. So size will decrease, covalent character will increase. That we know already. Smaller cation, what happens? There more polarization, students, more polarization. More polarization. Next question. Trends in the stability of oxosalts of lanthanides, lanthanum to lutetium oxosalts. What will happen to the stability of the oxosalt, student? As the size decreases, from lanthanum to lutetium, student, the stability of oxosalts will decrease. Thermal stability will decrease. Next question, stability of the complexes of lanthanide. What will happen to the stability of the complexes? Stability of the complex depends on what factor, student? Stability of complex. In the coordination compounds, you studied the coordination compound, student, you studied the stability of the complexes. What are the factors? Smaller the size, larger the charge, student, high charge. So there is an increase in charge density. What will happen? The stability will, what will happen? Stability will increase. So higher the charge density, I am saying, student, that is charge by radius. radius decreases, charge density increases of the central metal atom, stability increases. Therefore, stability of complexes will increases from lanthanum to lutetium. 3 plus ion. 3 plus ions, students. Next question, students. What happens to radii of 4D and 5D block element? Important question. Radii of what happens to the radii of 4D and 5D element, student? What we said? Fourth, we told you about lanthanoid, consequence of lanthanoid contraction. What was that? The
radii of the members,
the 4D is almost equal to 5D.
Those of the 5D.
Due to lanthanoid
contraction.
Depends in acidic character of the lanthanide oxide, students. Acidic character. He is saying acidic character, not the basic character. As the size decreases, the basicity decreases. Basicity decreases. But he is saying acidic character.
So acidity will increase.
The acidic nature of the oxides. The acidic nature of oxides increases from lanthanum to lutetium due to decrease in atomic ionic radii. Atomic or ionic radii. Important questions. Such questions will be there in the paper. They can ask you anything, this series or transition series or any other type of questions. Arrange the following compounds in increasing order of their reactivity in a nucleophilic addition. Important question. This was asked many times, students. Nucleophilic addition. What is a nucleophilic addition, students? This is our carbonyl compounds. This is negative. This is positive. So nucleophile is coming and attacking this point, student. Where? Nucleophile is coming and attacking this carbon. Okay? The more electrophilicity, the more electrophilic is the carbon, the more will be the reactivity. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So we must be able to write the formulas, then only we can say, student. If we write the formula, then only we can say what are the formulas of this. You have ethanol, CH3, CH double bond O, CH3 propanol, CH2, CH double bond O, propanon, CH3, C double bond O, CH3, butanol. What will butanol, students? CH3, CH2. What type of group is this? Electron releasing. electron releasing. These are electron releasing students. So what will happen? So what will be the order then? Ketones will always be lower than
Lower
aldehydes.
than aldehydes.
Then what order we will get? You will get butanone,
Butanone least, then propanone, then
then
will be aldehydes.
what is important next question? Consider the steric and electronic factors. Now, steric and electronic factors, question number 2, student, question number 2. What will be the order in question number 2, students? You have benzaldehyde, paratoluene aldehyde, paranitrobenzaldehyde, and acetophenone. So must be able to draw the structures of these before we answer the question. Benzaldehyde. Para-toluene. Para-nitrobenzaldehyde. This is NO2. Acetophenone. Oh, let me write it in a different way. C double bond O. Again, we have to consider two factors. He says steric and electronic factor. Students, the plus I effect is more in ketone than aldehyde. Therefore, this will be the least. This
Yes,
is a
sir.
ketone.
Yes, sir.
Will be the
So
least.
acetophenone will be least.
Among the aldehyde, plus I effect is highest for this. This is electron withdrawing. That is electron releasing. Okay? Therefore, what will happen? We want to make this more electrophilic carbon, more positive, student. Which will be the more positive? Para-nitro benzaldehyde will be the strongest benzaldehyde. After that, what is tolualdehyde? Tolualdehyde, TLOUALdehyde, and the least will be then acetophenone, ketone. Such questions are important, are expected, student. Important question. Write the products formed when CH3CHO reacts with the following reagent, students. You already know CH3C double bond H. Cyanohydrin. You have seen the cyanohydrin reaction, student.
Yes, sir.
Called cyanohydrin. NH2. You know about this, student. And H2 hydroxylamine will form oxime, student. So what do you get? CH3CH double bond NOH oximes. Cyanohydrin. Give a chemical test to distinguish benzoic acid and phenol. You already know carboxylic acids can be easily tested, student. How do you test carboxylic acid?
NaHCO3, and then it will give effervescence. Benzoic acid will give effervescence, and phenol will not.
And FeCl3 test.
Yes, sir, both can be done.
So whenever you add NaHCO3, what happens? Carboxylic acid will give CO2 gas.
CO2 gas.
And if you have phenol, you add FeCl3, violet color. They form a complex buff color. And how will you distinguish propanol and propanone? Again, this is aldehyde. This is a ketone. You already know so many tests. Tolerance reagent test.
Felling's test, tolerance test.
Silver mirror test. Equations you already know, student. You can complete.
Yes, sir.
Tolerance reagent test or failing solution test. We already discussed so many times. Equation should be known. You can write in the paper. One question, CH3 in the presence of dilute NaOH. This question, what type of reaction is this? You already know, aldol condensation.
Aldol condensation.
Important such questions will be there in the paper. So you already know what type of products you are getting in this. Okay? What do you get for aldol condensation? CH3, CHO plus NaOH. What will happen, student? You know, CH2 minus CHO will be formed. And CH3, CHOH, CH2, CHO is formed, and usually it decomposes on heating, dissociate, unstable. CH3, CH double bond, CHO, alpha beta, unsaturated aldehydes. All right, so these are some of the questions, student, we discussed, and we will meet you in the next class for some more sample papers, and let us see how many we can do and how much codes we can revise and how much variations can be there in the question, students. And it's not difficult to score 100 out of 100 marks for those students who will do regular practice. Okay, good night, and we meet you.
Okay, thank you, sir.